Hey guys, this is Midget bringing you another Derby Career Mode video. Today it's only 6 minutes long because basically I just put goals in this episode and I need to do another video today in around 1 hour. So I can't put time and effort into this because I won't be able to upload it in that case. And I really want to get an upload out today, so that's why it's so short. It's still going to consist of 4 games as usual. And here the first one goes into Stoke City, and Ben Yedder gets onto the ball in the 5th minute. I think that's Nathaniel Klein trips him up or someone, or Junior Malanda, and he concedes a free kick, and the ref gives a free kick. And since I said it's a goal-only episode, Stephen Ireland puts it through to Nzonzi, and he scores, and I absolutely hate those types of goals, because there is absolutely no way you can stop them. Like, how the hell do you stop a goal like that? I tried putting a man in there, because look, it's wide open, but no one. It didn't select anybody, and it's just really, really stupid. But in the 9th minute, Bolly manages to win the ball back and chip it over to Ings, and Ings uses his pace to his advantage and slots it past, I think that was Ochoa in his net. Ochoa was on a terrible streak according to the commentators. They said he's been in bad form, so I should really take advantage of that. And the first game does have highlights in, but the rest don't. I didn't have enough time. But in the 32nd, Russell does some weird shots, and it gets saved by Ochoa, and Danny Ings just can't get the ball in from really tight angle. In the first half again, we should have really been winning, but we didn't manage to win. And I got pretty angry, but life goes on. We're still in the top 6, so it's not that bad. But here I start looking for Harry Maguire. You might be like, why Harry Maguire? He's not that good. But this lad, he actually went to my school. I know that's sort of crazy, professional football playing in League One. Went to my school. When I started my secondary school, he was in the last year, so I really didn't get to meet him. But he came yesterday, and I really started to talk to him. And I said whether he wants to join Derby because I'm Steve McLaren undercover, and he said he wouldn't mind joining Derby. So Steve McLaren, if you're watching, go sign the kid. He's apparently really good according to Foothead comments, so that's always a reliable source. But in the 21st minute, Ings hits the ball out, and we have a corner, and eventually it goes to Daniel Carrico, and he heads it into the back of the net. And I was more than delighted. I thought Eric Dier was going to be the man going to the head, but instead it is Daniel Carrico, and there's nothing to lose. We're winning 1-0 at Everton at the moment, and Daniel Carrico gets the header which gives us the lead, and the game stays like that. We win 1-0 away at Goodison Park, so it's always a great result there. But one day later we go straight into the game against Arsenal, and this is the Capital One Cup, and I know I really shouldn't be caring about this, but since I'm in, I think, the quarterfinals now against Arsenal there, I was like, I could potentially get to the final, so I should really care about this, and Arsenal aren't a bad team. I know I could beat them because I beat them 2-0 before, and here you see the, Capital One Cup, so far. I really wanted to play Chelsea, because, I know I could beat them more than anyone else, but here, I put a very, very weak side, up to Arsenal's expectations, because they are actually a really decent side. And they put up quite a poor side too, Emmanuel Mayuka, who... Why? I just don't understand why they'd sign him. Abu Diaby, Carl Jenkinson, they're pretty terrible players. But in the 6 minutes, Bryson plays the ball through to Russell. Russell does a drag back and a fake shot, but Jacobs gets onto the ball and powers it past the Polish keeper Chesney, and it manages to go in the top right corner, and it gives the Rams the lead after just 7.5 minutes played of the game. So this could look like a battering, for me, exactly, and it stays that way. It could have been a battering, but none of the shots were going in, and I was just really frustrated. I had 15 shots, but 1 went in, and we were the only side to be played so far, so I was still waiting for who I was going to play. And Jeff Hendrick says he's also disappointed because apparently I can't sign Martin. He's in his last couple of months of his contract, like 8 months, so he might actually go later. And I was really scared because he's on, like, I think 7 months, the same as Maguire. So I was really starting to worry because I can offer him the contract, I can afford it. It's just apparently I can't, because the 15 grand sign non-fee plus the wages of 35 grand, I can afford it. So I don't understand how he says I can't, you know. But in the 71st minute against West Brom, Ings chips it over to Van der Werf. He does some random crap, tries to fake shot and misses, but Ings plays the ball through to Russell, and Russell gets an absolute insane header that looks so realistic the first time I played. I gave him, you know, a standing ovation because just of the reality of that goal. And Pride Park went crazy. Well, I shouldn't really say Pride Park, I should say the iPro went crazy. You know, Ings makes up for Van der Werf's mistake, and Russell just gets a random header goal. But in the 75th minute, Junior Malanda got the ball. He chipped it over to Danny Ings. He could have slotted it, but instead he passed it through to Van der Werf, our scout future star, and he manages to just tap it over Lugano's leg. Yeah, it looked very simple, another very realistic goal, you know, because they're not exactly easy. You know, you have the pressure, you have, you know, you're off balance, but that's how it ends. So, you know, again, 21 shots, I just can't get the ball into the back of the net. But that's how the episodes end. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode, guys. If you did, make sure to give this episode a like. And yeah, so if you want to go check that channel out, it is Derby Fans TV. So go check it out now, go subscribe, and yeah, so this is Midget, and I'm going to see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.